Have you ever heard whispers from a place so haunted, even the ghosts have packed their bags? Today, we're journeying to 5 real ghost towns you should never, ever visit. These aren't just empty streets and crumbling buildings. They're silent witnesses to tragedies, mysteries, and chilling events that have left a permanent scar on the land. From cursed mining towns to forgotten cities swallowed by disaster, the stories here are more terrifying than any fiction. So, lock your doors, turn up the volume, and prepare to explore the places where the past refuses to die. First on our list is Centralia, Pennsylvania, the town that's literally been burning from below for over 60 years. In 1962, a routine fire set in a landfill accidentally ignited an abandoned coal seam running beneath the town. The fire spread, creating a subterranean inferno that couldn't be extinguished. Imagine living in a place where smoke seeps from cracks in the ground, where the earth beneath your feet is hot to the touch, and deadly carbon monoxide fills your basement. The ground became unstable, swallowing roads and backyards whole. Residents began reporting health problems, and by the 1980s, the government initiated a mass relocation. Today, only a handful of residents remain, living defiantly in a landscape that resembles a post-apocalyptic movie set. The infamous graffiti highway was a stretch of the abandoned Route 61, covered in colorful. Here you are, a strange monument to the town's slow demise before it was recently buried. Visitors who braved the journey speak of an oppressive silence, broken only by the wind and the unsettling feeling of being watched by the ghosts of a town that was erased by an unstoppable fire. The very air feels heavy, a constant reminder of the disaster still raging just a few feet below. Next, we travel across the country to Bodie, California, a former gold mining boom town preserved in a state of arrested decay. In its heyday during the late 1800s, Bodie was a wild, lawless place with a reputation for saloons, gunfights, and get-rich-quick schemes. It was a town of extremes of immense wealth and brutal violence. But when the gold ran out, so did the people. They left in a hurry, leaving behind their homes, furniture, and personal belongings as if they planned to return the next day. Today, Bodie is a state historic park, but it's more like a life-size, dusty museum. Walking its silent streets feels like stepping back in time. You can peer into windows and see tables set for a meal that was never eaten, a schoolhouse with lessons still on the chalkboard, and a general store with goods still on the shelves. But there's a legend here, a curse that warns against taking anything from the town, not even a rock or a splinter of wood. Park rangers have received countless letters from people who took a souvenir, only to be plagued by relentless bad luck, financial ruin, and personal tragedy. The letters, filled with desperate apologies, are displayed in the museum, a chilling testament to the curse of Bodie. Visitors report seeing apparitions in windows, hearing laughter from the empty saloons, and feeling the ghostly presence of the miners and outlaws who once walked these streets. Is it the high-altitude isolation, or do the spirits of Bodie truly guard their forgotten town? Now, let's head to the desolate plains of Kansas to visit Stull Cemetery, a place so infamous it's often called one of the 7 gateways to hell. This tiny, unincorporated community holds a cemetery that has been the subject of dark legends for decades. The stories center around an old, dilapidated church that once stood on the grounds and a specific tree used for hangings. Legend says that this cemetery is one of the spots where Satan himself appears on Earth, particularly on Halloween. For years, thrill seekers would flock to the cemetery on October 31st, hoping to catch a glimpse of the unholy gathering. The legends became so pervasive that law enforcement had to patrol the area to keep people out. The old church was mysteriously demolished in 2002, and the infamous tree was cut down. But the chilling tales persist. Locals speak of unexplained sounds, shadowy figures darting between the tombstones, and a profound sense of dread that permeates the area. It's said that rain refuses to fall within the cemetery's old stone walls, even during a downpour. Time magazine even named Stull one of the most haunted places in America. While many tales might be exaggerated folklore, The sheer volume and persistence of these dark legends have given Stell Cemetery a reputation that keeps most sensible people far, far away. Our fourth destination takes us to a modern-day ghost town, Pripyat, Ukraine. Unlike our other locations, Pripyat wasn't abandoned due to gold rushes or slow-burning fires. It was evacuated in a matter of hours following the catastrophic Chernobyl nuclear disaster in 1986. With a population of nearly 50,000, Pripyat was a thriving, modern Soviet city, built to house the workers of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. On April 27th, buses rolled in and residents were told they had just a couple of hours to gather their essentials for a temporary evacuation. They never returned. Today, Pripyat is a haunting time capsule of the Soviet era, frozen at the exact moment of its abandonment. Toys are scattered in a kindergarten classroom, propaganda posters peel from the walls, and the iconic Ferris wheel in the amusement park, which was set to open just days after the disaster, stands as a silent, rusted symbol of a future that never came. The danger here isn't just from ghosts, but from the invisible threat of radiation, which still lingers in hot spots throughout the exclusion zone. Urban explorers, known as stalkers, who venture into the zone illegally, speak of the overwhelming silence and the feeling that the city is watching them. They report hearing children's laughter near the school and phantom footsteps in the empty apartment buildings. Pripyat is a chilling reminder of humanity's capacity for catastrophic error, a city poisoned and left for the ghosts of its former life. Finally, we journey to the Ordre Lane in France, a town that serves as a permanent, gut-wrenching memorial to a horrific World War II massacre. On June 10, 1944, a Nazi Waffen-SS company descended upon this peaceful village. They rounded up all the men and shot them in barns. Then, they locked the women and children in the church and set it on fire. In total, 642 people were brutally murdered in a single afternoon. After the war, French President Charles de Gaulle ordered that the original village be left exactly as it was, a permanent museum and memorial to the victims. The new village was built nearby, but the ruins of the old one stand untouched. You can walk the streets and see the burnt-out cars, the sewing machines in the rubble of homes, and the doctor's car still parked where he left it. The most haunting sight is the church, where bullet holes riddle the walls and the melted church bell serves as a stark reminder of the intense heat. Visitors often describe an overwhelming sense of sadness and a heavy, oppressive atmosphere. Many report hearing whispers, cries, and the sound of a woman weeping near the church. It is as if the sheer terror and sorrow of the day are permanently imprinted on the very stones of Ordre Lane, a town that doesn't just feel haunted, it feels eternally wounded. These places are more than just abandoned ruins. They are scars on the landscape, each telling a story of tragedy, mystery, or unspeakable horror. From a burning town to a cursed gold mine, and from a nuclear wasteland to a village frozen in a moment of unimaginable violence, the past is very much alive. So, which of these stories sends the biggest chill down your spine? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on this unsettling journey. If you're fascinated by the world's forgotten places and the dark histories they hold, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more explorations into the unknown. Stay safe and stay curious.